Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. Remember, it's .net, not .com. And we're here today with Spirit Feather, who's going to come in and help me. Why? Because it's fun. That's why. Hello, everybody. Okay, now. Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. Remember, it's Okay, there we go. I turned myself off. I could go with that, but I better not. It's X-rated. So we are here, and my daughter Alice is moderator as per usual, and she will tell who gets to read what. So here we go. Any questions? We're open.
We just started. There's no one on right now.
Nobody loves us. Gosh,
it's a ghost town.
My heart's broken. So we've got nobody on right now.
You want to talk about the fear energy you've been feeling?
No, I was going to ask you how your drawings are going.
Pretty good. They have been put to the wayside a little bit just because with my psychology course, my brain feels like it's turning to mush. But I'm improving. Because I used to draw a lot when I was younger and then I stopped. So like when you take a gap, you have to kind of improve the actual artistic part of it. But the energy part of it is so clear now. And I get like more layers and more layers as I go on, which is really amazing.
So if you redid mine, you probably get more information than you had in the first time.
Yes, definitely. And actually I was going to ask you if you would let me try doing yours again. Or So Goes too. She asked one day.
Yeah, she probably loved that. And yes, you can, with me, you can, it's always interesting. Your information is so good and so valid. And one thing I found for definite sure was that you helped me with the dilemma I was working on at that moment.
And it was like I was getting this information and it was so like powerful, but kind of abstract, like kind of like Picasso, which you understand. And it was just pure energy. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to go with what they gave me. And you said it was right. So
it was.
It's funny how we get information that doesn't make sense to us, but it makes sense to the other person. Learn to trust that now.
Yeah, that's a huge thing, trusting that. And I'm going to not even try to read the side thing because
the chat.
It's like, oh, crazy. Hi, Camille.
Hi, Camille.
And Champagne.
So should I start reading?
Yes, darling.
Alexander asks, hello, any messages for my spirit guides?
Are you going to point out who reads or who doesn't? Or should I do that?
You can do that.
I'll take...
Just read the questions.
Okay. So, Alexander's spirit guides?
Mm-hmm.
Let me do it. So your guides are very funny. They came in with a song, and it was, I could have danced all night. And that's a beautiful song. You probably don't know it depending on your age. But what it tells me is that things are actually going quite nicely for you, and you happy and joyful. And your guides are telling you to hold on to that energy, that you can dance. It goes, I could have danced all night. And I can't remember the rest of the song. My daughter would yell at me because it's a real song. But take that energy and hold it tight, because you've got a tendency to go into the other side of happy, and being happy is going to get you further in this lifetime than being morose. Okay, so take that, dance all night or day. Okay, thanks.
Jenny Jones says, hey ladies. Mama B asks, hello, you told me that I would be moving in September. Will it be my own place or another room for rent? Can you wait until September and find out?
I felt immediately that, sorry, Mama B, I feel like it's going to be like sort of like another room, but it's temporary. I feel like, yeah, like I said, temporary. It's not going to be forever. There are some things that need to still process, whether it's internally or externally in your life first. Possibly, I'm feeling like a new job or like maybe you're looking for a new job, or there's going to be changes in finances as well. And I think once those changes in finances occur for you, that's when you'll be able to move towards more of a place of your own.
Sounds good.
Dory, Camille Harrison says hello all.
Hi, Camille.
Doreen asks, hello ladies, good to see you. Hope all is well. Do you have any messages for me? Hope I ask it right now. Haha.
I tease her all the time because she asks, can she have a message? And I always say, yeah, you can have a message. I'm going to let you have Doreen because I know Doreen, and if she wants a fresh face, I think.
So dragonflies.
Yeah, that's the lady.
Dragonflies popped up. And I'm feeling like a motherly energy or a grandmotherly energy. I don't know if they're connected to these dragonflies but it's funny because I was sitting outside yesterday and I saw a dragonfly. But I feel like the universe is kind of giving you a wink when you see dragonflies, like, hey, we're around. And not to be afraid of asking for help. And I hear it's spiritual. So I don't know if you're thinking about opening up to another layer of your spirituality. And dragonflies, I think, if I remember correctly, are indicative of spiritual power. So there could be a new layer coming in for you, a new awareness sort of feeling, but it feels good. And that motherly energy is around.
Probably the grandmother energy.
That's what it feels like, grandmother.
Yeah. I'm really glad I gave this to you because that is a perfect answer.
Okay, cool.
Krista Charlton says hi.
Hi, Krista.
Champagne says hey.
Hey, Champagne.
Mary Ann asks, why is it that when Clemencia washes the dishes, they're still dirty with food particles? Because she doesn't do a good job?
I would say she's just a tad on the lazy side. She probably just dumps them in and pulls them out and says they're clean. So maybe you could sit with her or help her with the dishes and show her how to do them properly.
Yeah, I think she was trying to just rush them, get them over.
Yeah, I don't mind doing the dishes because I have great memories because I used to do the dishes with my mother. And we'd sit and chat and visit and everything. But a lot of people don't like doing dishes.
It's funny, I had memories with my grandma doing dishes.
Yeah, so it makes it more fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Krista Charlton says, been a rough spiritual emotional week.
Is she asking for a comment?
Just says what I read.
Okay.
Butterfly D asks, hey there, will I achieve the same level of success as some of my family members?
Well, I've got a simple, strong yes.
I got that she needs to stop comparing herself to other people, though, and realize that she on her own is worthy and she is capable of forging her own path. And maybe the people around her might be giving her, like, sort of nitpicking at her, but I don't know why I heard black sheep of the family.
Yes.
She needs to know she's beautiful and powerful, and it's okay to forge her own path. It's okay to be different.
Tati Torres asks, hey, will I be placed on the waiting list for the studio that I applied for? I'm kind of hesitant only because the recipient at the leasing office had an issue with me.
I think you should go with the.
Receptionist,
I think
sorry.
you should go with the hesitation and look somewhere else. I have a feeling that somewhere else would have better energy for you. Unfortunately, receptionists mirror the energy of the organization that you're in or that you're dealing with. And I have a feeling that there's someplace else that actually has a little bit more space and it's a little bit more light, and it might be just a bit better for you. Okay.
Parshi Gathwani asks, "Hi, when will my ex communicate with me, please?"
I'll let you have that one. I don't do time very well.
I got like the number 3, so that could be 3 weeks, 3 months. The energy I get from him though is, how do I word this? He's sort of enjoying his freedom right now. But I feel like I think you need to sort of ask yourself if there's something to do with the reason why you guys broke up, if you really want to keep repeating that same pattern, because it's going to be a cycle. And I don't know if it's to do with infidelity or like he start and stop, because that's what it feels like. And I think you need to sort of really feel if that's something you want to continue with, because it will be a pattern.
Okay.
Next.
Yep.
Camille Harrison asks, "It's Camille, the LOL. My twin flame had a second baby. Do you know the gender?"
Girl, what do you pick up? Or do you already know?
I can't. I thought I was a boy, but
Well, one of us is right. What was that?
Malika P asks, "Hello, how will Mike feel when I tell him that I moved an hour away from my hometown just to live in the same area as him?" Freaked out?
I don't. Do you want to handle that one?
Sure. I think it might be a bit much for him, like a whoa. It might take him a minute to sort of adjust to the idea. And it's almost like, you know how sometimes when people, they want something and then it happens and they have kind of like a fear about it, like it's fear of commitment sort of energy. So the advice your guides are giving to you is to let him breathe, let him have his space. Just let a simple like, "Hey, I'm here, how are you?" And then I think he'll warm up a bit, but I think you should take it a little bit slow.
Yeah, very slow. I would really recommend very, very slow in this case. Okay,
Megan Soria asks, "Hello, is my husband aware of how abusive he is?" Probably not.
Not in the least. He was brought up this way. His father was like that. His father's father was like that. And he thinks it's a normal way to behave. I doubt that you can get him to go to a counselor. If you can, that would be the best choice. Barring that, you want to look at who you are and whether you want to live with that energy. And speaking from experience, when I left my marriage, it took me 14 years to get back my own energy so that I had enough energy and enough power to actually live the life worth living. You need, if this is the case and there's nothing you can do to change him, you can only change yourself. Good luck.
Alicia R asks, hello, how do you see my anxiety levels being when I relocate to Santa Clara County by myself, even though I'm taking medication for it? You're stressing yourself out way too much.
I don't think it's a case of whether she has a choice or not. I think it has to do with the syndrome, and the best you can do is to find as many stress releases that you can. I always recommend a simple rock, granite, if you can. I know it doesn't look like granite, I know because I painted it, but trust me, it's granite. Breathing, lots of breathing. Maybe take Tai Chi. I love Tai Chi. I can't do it because I have a stainless steel knee. But if you can find ways of containing the stress levels, breathing deep into the nose, big chest, big belly, right down to the base chakra, and then pull the energy up of the day and let it go. And I know you have insights on stress too, Spirit Feather. What do you have to say?
So something that has been coming up for a lot of people, but including myself, is journaling. Journaling before bed, and when we wake up, our thoughts, our feelings, like how we want the day to go. We can sort of set the energy for the beginning of our day by doing breathing and listing off 3 positive things that we're thankful for. It's sort of like a reset. But another thing I'm getting to is, and this might be a tough one, not everyone can do it, but sort of exposure therapy. So say you have agoraphobia, if you can spend even just 5 minutes outside and sort of bring up the increment slowly to what's giving you anxiety, it might help you a little bit, but it can be a little tough.
And get something like this, a necklace. And this one actually has granite in it. And again, I painted it, but it is granite. And every once in a while, you'll see me grab hold of it and just hang on to it. Have something like that you can just hang on to. Okay. I would recommend you get a power object to do that with. And I don't know down in California where you can get one. I can make one for you quite happily. And another thing I'm going to recommend, which I don't usually do, Spirit Feather does soul drawings. And I wouldn't recommend a soul drawing out, but she does also do aura drawings or heart drawings. And the heart drawings are a little less expensive. Aura drawing, soul drawings they're up there, and they should be, because she takes hours to do them, and they're very, very, very in depth. But that also would help you getting something so that you know yourself and you know why. And I have a hunch that your stress levels come from yourself, but from another time and space, rather than not necessarily this earth time. Okay, that's a lot of information. Good luck.
Krista Charlton asks, any messages from my beautiful late mummy, please, and thank you.
Did you want to do that? Because I know you're enjoying the mediumship.
Sure, let me try. Okay, so the feeling I'm getting is she served me soup. So I don't know if there was like a bonding time around food, like that was a common thing for her. But she wants you to think of those moments that you had with her. And I keep getting soup. So I don't know if it was like a holiday, like it was just a warm, comforting time. And I just see a lot of light. And physically, I see dark hair, very gentle. And I feel like she puts her hand on your shoulder when you're having those tough moments. And I think there's something to do with autumn, because I'm seeing colored leaves. So I don't know if that was a special time of year for you or that was her favorite time of year, like Thanksgiving. But it feels like you've been stressed out lately and like you've been trying to connect with her, and she wants you to know that she's around and she hears you. She feels very gentle and loving. Wonderful lady.
All right. Champagne C asks, girls, can we see who's going to contact me? Angel or Richard?
I think you're going to get both. I think Richard may be the first one, but Angel's a little hesitant, but he's thinking about it seriously. Richard will come in again like a fire burst of fire and be gone very quickly again. Angel may come in a little slower and have a little more staying time this time.
Anything to add?
I think you're spot on.
Right on. Okay.
Jagged Leaf Medicinals asks, good afternoon, ladies. Any messages about Bethany? Is it over between us?
Really close to over, but there's still one more chance. She's very frustrated and very annoyed about something. And you have to stop and think. If you want to be with Bethany, there's something about you that you may want to shift and change. If you're not willing to shift and change, then walk away. But if you can talk to her, and I have a feeling that the problem is you can repeat back everything she says to you, but you don't hear her. And she knows when you can't hear her, and that really frustrates the hay out of her. So you have to practice hearing her, not just listening to her and repeating it back, but hearing what she's saying, allowing the energy to move in so you understand it from an energetic level. What do you get, Spirit?
That's exactly what I got, is that she's feeling really hurt and it's a little tough. Like she's fed up. And I saw, like, like twine rope, when it starts to break string by string by string. Well, there was only one left. And she just wants to be heard. Like, you were spot on. She's just hurt. And I think she needs a minute, though. I think she needs, like, I think if you go in right now, might kind of.
You might snap that little thread.
Yeah.
But and I've experienced this. People can tell me exactly what I've said back to them, but they don't understand what they've said, and it's very frustrating, especially when you're in a relationship. You have to be able to hear them.
Yeah, they want that connection, to know that you're present with them.
Yeah. And that also tells them they're in a relationship, because if you don't allow the energy to go into yourself and hear it, you're not in a relationship. You're side by side. Okay.
Kesha W asks, hello, ladies. How can I balance my hormonal imbalances I've been dealing with? Thank you.
I personally would recommend, there's two things you probably need to do. I would go to the naturopath or herbalist and get natural herbs and things to balance it. And then I go in and look at why you've chosen to have a hormonal imbalance. Because we're the ones that choose our lives. We choose why we do things. We orchestrate our lives, and we orchestrate our lives on that high level of energy. So if you can go in and find out how or why you have chosen to do this, it would also probably mitigate the problem. And I have a hunch that it is not anything that you think it is. What do you get, Spirit?
Same thing. It's like the same method you've been using with me.
Yeah.
The past life healing and getting to the root of the problem. Because we can say like drink more green tea, more water, try intermittent fasting, less processed food. But that's sort of, as I've learned with you, kind of a band-aid for a while. We want to get to the root of the problem. So.
And the root
right.
of the problem is in our lives, or beyond our lives even. Okay.
Megan Soria with a $5 super chat asks, will I be in danger when my husband finds out I'm not getting back with him? There's a no contact order in place. He's been violating to love bomb me. Take it to the judge.
Yeah. And yes, I immediately got a visceral energy of energy. So I would every time he does something, he violates the order, make sure that I think you can, the very first one, you can go to the police and have it done. I don't feel, honestly, I feel like he's a bit of a sociopath, and the fact that you're the one that walked away is what causing him hurt and anguish, not that you have left him. Protect yourself as best as you can. Don't feel guilty about protecting yourself. Go to the police, if they will help. In the case like this, quite often they are pretty decent, I understand. But
regardless, you want all crap like that on record.
Yeah, you do. Okay. Do you get anything, Spirit?
That's exactly what I was getting to. And the loudest thing that came through was narcissists. So.
Yeah. So I don't think he's capable of love. I think he's capable of, how dare she run away from me? I'm going to fix that.
Yeah, it was all control.
Yeah, a lot of control, and that it's to your benefit to move on. I'd almost suggest that you move somewhere else if you possibly can, and don't leave him a forwarding address. If not, change, at least make sure you have double locks on the door.
And to follow that up with another difficult question, Kylie B asks, I plan on meeting MP for the first time, but I found out that he was arrested 9.5 years ago for sexual battery. If I proceeded to meet him, do you think he'll try to do it to me? If you do not trust him, don't meet him.
Exactly, but I don't also feel that at least the first time you should be fine. I would also think that there's always two sides to one story, and he may very well have been a sexual batterer or abuser. I also know many stories where the women have cried wolf. So find out for sure before you make a decision if this man is somebody whom you think you can care for. But again, proceed with utmost caution. Do not go back to his house. Meet in a public place and find out his story. What do you get, Spirit?
That's perfect.
Okay.
Patricia Scowen asks,
hey, Patricia.
Hi, the Sagittarian eclipse next Wednesday, 26th, and the eclipse on the 10th June, Gemini will be bringing a lot of truths out, changes in government, etc. What do you think of this?
I think it's wonderful. I love it when you come in with tidbits like that, because I don't do astrology, and you make me go, oh, so cool. I know somebody who's on the cusp of Gemini Cancer. That'll probably affect that person pretty strongly, I would assume, right? You can tell me later. It's all right. What do you think, Spirit?
I think that's going to be good because we're in retrograde as well, Pluto retrograde.
Pluto's pretty okay, yeah, Pluto's heavy.
Big time truth. I think if I remember correctly, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, and they're all about seeking the truth, past illusion. That's very fitting. It's going to be interesting and possibly a little bit bumpy because truth is not always easy to process. Sometimes we don't want to look at it,
Yeah.
but
And it hasn't started to affect Canada particularly, but I noticed in the States that the government is starting to stand on its feet again and say no to things that are not healthy. So
yeah, here we're still
pretty
sort of boxed in a bit.
yeah, we're further down the north. Canada's further leftist than the US. We went down that path a little further than most people realized. Dang. I am not a leftist. Okay, sweetheart.
AP asks, hi Eliz-sha, did I know Matt M in a past life? Thank you.
I got a huge yes. Huge, like big yes. I think you knew him in many lifetimes, and I suspect this is a continuation of those lifetimes. When that happens, it can be true love. It can also mean you've got lots of things that need to be worked through as well. And I'm going to suggest you do this from a third party perspective so you don't get hooked by everything he does. And there's a great deal of love there, but there's also a great deal of stuff you've got to deal with. And I feel it's worth dealing with it. What do you think, Spirit?
I got teenage love in many lifetimes, so that makes a lot of sense because when you have teenage love, you're learning and growing and, in a sense, maturing energetically. You're learning a lot, so it's going to be interesting but nice.
Romeo and Juliet. Just don't take the poison.
Yeah.
Alexander says thank you. Jenny Jones asks, hello, is there any love coming towards me other than my family?
Jenny Jones?
Yeah.
I'm going to give this to you, Maria.
Maria?
Spirit.
Lisa wasn't spoon feather this time.
No, Maria's our romance guru, but she's working on her sister's wedding, so she's doing romance in the home front.
Oh, awesome.
Cool, hey?
So, Jenny Jones is the name?
Yes.
So yes, but it feels a little farther out, and I think with the feeling I'm getting for you guys, the reason why it's a little farther out right now is because I feel like you have a lot on your plate. Like, I don't know if you're fully have the space for it right now. Like, you're still processing some things for yourself and actually helping to process things for others. Like, it feels like it could be family, honestly. It feels like you just have some things to go through first, but there is a person there. It's just a little bit far out right now. What do you feel?
No, I agree with you 100%. It's I think there's some things that she needs to clear up within herself as well.
Yeah, she needs to make space for it, kind of.
Yeah, and quite often, and I'm going to be blunt, quite often that is involved in loving yourself. The more you can love yourself, the more you can attract a decent relationship.
It's true.
Yeah. We all learn this lesson.
Especially lately. It seems to be a theme.
Yes, it does. It seems to be written in the cloud, in the stars. Okay.
Seven Ocean Skies asks, hey, any messages for me today? Thanks.
I'm going to give that one to you too, because I always see
I was seeing I was seeing I don't know if it was a seagull or what, but there was mountains in the background, and it was flying, sort of dipping its wings in the water and then recalibrating a little bit. So I think you are going through a process right now, Ocean, where you are recalibrating your internal energies. And actually, I'm also getting a new layer of awareness. So that's actually really exciting. It feels positive. It doesn't feel like the heavy shadow, night of the soul, whatever. This feels really good. Like and I heard coming into your own more. And it's really good. I think the next little while you're gonna, like, I just see a lot of light. I think you're gonna feel a lot better internally.
Yeah, it's funny. I always see the same thing you just described.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
That's I thought, well, I'm going to give it to you because I always get but that's exactly what I would have said too. Well, maybe different words, but exactly the same meaning.
That's so cool. Yeah, and I think dipping the wing in the water represents like touching the emotions, but in a balanced way.
Yeah, because the oceans are a symbol of emotions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Julia Lara with a $99.99 super chat, I believe euro.
There's a euro sign, yep.
With a dancing dog saying thank you.
That's so cute.
All right, where did I last? All right, Lila Q asks, "Hello, will the downtown area of San Jose be as scary as I think it will be in terms of steep streets? FYI, I'm afraid of heights and tall buildings."
I got yes. But yeah, so I suspect, okay, I get it. Can you answer that and then I'll jump in?
Sure. So I think you're being asked to sort of like take a breather and, well, your guys are asking you not to be so scared. Like there's no, the image you're giving me, when you put on rose tinted glasses with life in regards to love, it's like you have the opposite effect right now. Like you're sort of psyching yourself out a little bit, and it's okay. We all do it. It's normal, but it just doesn't feel like genuinely you have anything to be scared about. It's just a mindset that you're dealing with, and you can process through it. But also be gentle with yourself.
It's a past life experience. I think she was shoved off a building. And that's where her fears stem from. And so in this lifetime, unless you repeat cycles, and of course you want to break that particular cycle, your fears stem from another lifetime. If you know anybody who can do regressions or take you back and see that energy and release that energy, you'll be fine. And it'll be a huge relief for you, honestly. I think, okay, don't mean to go on really long, but I think what's happening is you're a very old soul. This is your probably close to your last lifetime. You're cramming everything into it. So you have a lot of your fragility to deal with in this lifetime. And this fear is not your only fear. And a lot of these fears can be released if you choose to. If you can find somebody to do regressions, past life regressions, or you can go back yourself and look at it and release the energy, it will make your life so much easier to deal with. And we here at Wisdom Seekers can help you. I would recommend either Spirit or myself primarily, because both of us know how to do an energy release of that kind. We don't have it on the book, so you have to talk to us separately. But you have to talk to us directly so we can arrange things. But okay, but you can get rid of these fears. Okay, I'm sorry, I went on a long time.
Sherry Russell with a $5 super chat asks, "Hello, ladies. Hope you are all well. Can you please tell me if anyone is going to happen for me this weekend?"
You're young. That's your job.
What was the question? Sorry, say that again.
Is anybody going to come into her life this weekend? Is she going to have fun this weekend? And translation would be, is there a guy coming, a love relationship coming in on varying levels?
There could be if you want there to be, but I don't know if it'll be long lasting. It might be kind of a what they call a fling, but it would be fun. You could enjoy yourself, and I see close conversation, close quarters. It could be nice. Glass of wine.
Bit of cheese.
Yeah. Warm lights, candles.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
could be lots of fun.
Mhm.
And just make sure you protect it.
Mhm.
But yes, I feel that there's a strong potential too. All right.
Joe Firmino asks, "Hi, I would like to ask if my guides have any messages for me towards my online business, and if they could help me contact message from Archangel Uriel."
That's yours. You're the one that likes talking to angels.
Yep. So there's paperwork that needs to be either adapted or done. And I just heard a hitch, so it's not going to be a big deal, but there's something you need to change in regards to paperwork. It could just be like you missed a page, or can you tell me the question again?
Okay, online business,
Which you answered.
and and to help contact Archangel Uriel.
Okay. Well, so yeah, I guess that's just it. You need to address, and that could also mean communication too. You might need to reach out to more people in regards to your online business. It could even, he said marketing, so you might want to think about getting yourself out there more.
Didn't say marketing. You picked that up.
Oh, funny how that works. So yeah, you just might want to look into getting yourself out there more and more communication. But Uriel, he's around, and I'm seeing a lot of red energy, so this is very like passionate. That's good.
Rhoda Chia asks, "Hello there. Does my man Kevin still love me?"
I got a yes, actually. He's a little farther away. Like his thinking is, he's thinking about other things right now, maybe business, maybe trying to make a shift in his life. But I get a very abstract yes, he still loves you, but it's abstract. It's not concrete, which doesn't mean that that he doesn't love you. It just means that the moment his thinking process is not on you as deeply as it should be. Do you get anything different?
Yeah, he just feels like his attention's elsewhere. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Next.
Yeah.
Jennifer Schwab asks,
Hey,
"Hello.
Jennifer.
We found a home.
Yeah, I read that. I'm so excited for you.
The bank is wanting to give us a bridge loan while we sell the home we're living in. We're going to get an attorney, but do the guides feel this will financially hurt us in the future?"
All I see, honestly, is you moving into it and being delighted. And I can't get past that image. What do you get, Spirit?
Same thing that's happening with me, and I actually don't like when I try to push past that, because I just feel a lot of happiness. Like finally, when I get past that, though, like I don't feel like there's any reprimand of any kind. Like it just feels good.
I don't either. I just feel excited.
And like I just saw her guides like handing it to her, like it's time. So I think it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, and I'm so excited for you. I want pictures. Lots of pictures. Okay.
Lucy V asks, "Hello. Will Libra guy have bad intentions with me after the falling out that we had?
He might be cranky and angry, but I think he's a bit lazy, so I don't think there's a problem. You might say things because it's easy, but I don't feel a deep intensity there. Libras are generally lazy when it comes to that sort of thing. Let me tell you, I know because I has one. But I think his feelings are hurt, and that's basically the biggest problem you have with. You can massage the hurt feelings, the rest will go away. Anything?
As a core person, I don't think he delves into like revenge or anything like that. So I think, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the Libras are basically lazy when it comes to doing emotional crap.
But I do think, given some time, he'll get over it.
I felt that too. I mean, I don't think this is a forever event. It just feels like it.
Maria Y asks, when will my Aunt Sandra reach out to me?
Probably take a while, really long while. I'm sorry. Do you get anything else?
I don't know if something happened or what, but she's sort of in her own right now. She's kind of, yeah, you're right. I don't think she's looking to talk anytime soon. Sorry.
Maggie asks, hi, hope you're all fine. Can you tell me something about my granddad? I'm assuming. Grandma, sorry. It's grand and A. They forgot. Anyhow.
Yeah.
She's not feeling well.
Your grandmother's not feeling well. You're the healer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not a healer.
It's okay. Getting a few things actually. One, her energy is very low, like she's tired. And it could be related to like needing more iron, but if it feels like the energetic is creating the physical right now. I'm not sure how old your grandmother is, but I don't know how to put this.
She's tired.
She's tired, and I think she knows that everyone around her, I don't know how to put that.
Okay, basically what I'm getting is your grandmother's very tired, and she recognizes people need her and want her, but she's finding the energy of that people love her, of need, weighing heavy on her shoulders, and she just does not have that kind of energy anymore. If you can, as yourself and as a family, step back and look at her without expectations, not expecting her to get sick, not expecting her to smile and be joyful for you, not expecting her to eat when she's not hungry. No expectations, just allow her to be and love her as she is. No expectations. This will help her grow, help her expand and be who she is. And the chances are, if you can do this, her health will return a little bit. But unfortunately, everybody on this earth has an expiry date, and she's she really tired. So just love her, nothing else. Okay.
That's exactly what I was feeling. You were able to articulate it good.
Yeah, I've got a few years on you.
Newton Kumar asks, why didn't the police arrest me for hitting my ex-G with a set of keys?
So basically, you showed a form of aggression, and because you showed a form of aggression, it becomes they arrest you because that could escalate. It could escalate into physical abuse. It could actually escalate into causing a more permanent solution, which would not be good for you. Better that you were arrested for a set of keys than arrested for something
They
a little.
didn't arrest her.
Oh, they didn't arrest her.
Why didn't they?
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the didn't. Why didn't they?
More.
Oh, because, well, they've seen it all before. When I got the didn't in there, the police going, geez, this is just lame. And he's a guy. He should be able to handle this and not be such a whiny little. Okay, I shouldn't have said that, but that's what the energy was. They shouldn't. They thought he should have handled it better. Having said that, as soon as you aggress, you are in the wrong. Okay, so think about that. Don't use it as an excuse to do it in the future. Realize as soon as you were the aggressor, you automatically put yourself in the wrong. You were lucky this time. The police had kind of didn't want to deal with this crap, didn't want to write it up. Okay, what do you get, Spirit?
I also got that the person who didn't get arrested is a smooth talker. I don't know if that's like a common thing with them, but I feel like they have a knack for getting out of situations.
Yeah.
Like I just saw like a snake, someone trying to hold on to it and they just can't.
Yeah.
So I think the other person is very good at getting out of, I guess, reprimands.
But that doesn't give you the right to do that. And one day it's karma will come back and bite you in the butt. That because you can't get away from karma. You can get away with from the police, but you can't get away with karma.
It's true.
Okay.
Next.
Yeah.
Judy C asks, will there ever be a pregnancy for me and the Libra guy?
I think the chances are like in the 30s percentage. I don't think it's something that is at this moment eminent. If that's something that you'd really like, you may want to go to the pharmacy and not pharmacy, a herbal place, and they have ways to help you increase fertility. But make sure the Libra guy also wants what you're asking.
That was the biggest message I got too, was that I think you need to talk with him a little more about it, because I'm not sure he's fully on board with it.
I don't think he is fully on board with it, honestly.
Yeah. Sorry. It's not an easy one.
Naya asks, may I ask what my guides say about my career? I'm currently in a dilemma if I should move to a company with foreign clients or just stay in my current job. Please help, enlighten, what will be the best?
Okay, I'm sorry, my brain was off fogging. What was the first line?
Career.
Okay, and so she wants to know whether she should
move to a different company with foreign clients or stay where she is now.
Okay. If you move to the job with foreign clients, it will be a short-lived exchange. I don't feel that you will stay there very long. It sounds exciting and interesting, but it doesn't feel permanent. The present job where you're at also feels stagnant. I would suggest that you start looking around for a different job. And even with it, if it's a foreign one, I just don't have a feeling that, I don't have a good feeling about it, unfortunately. Do you pick up anything different?
No, that's perfect. But there is a part of it where I feel she is being nudged to change. Like there is a need for it, but I feel like the options she has presented right now are not
Not the yeah.
Not the right one. So yeah.
Yeah. As soon as you said foreign clients, and I have a lot of clients that actually work in situations like that, and they're quite happy. It just doesn't feel right for you. Sorry
There's
about
another
that.
path that hasn't come up yet.
Yeah, and it's coming soon, I would think. Are you trying to make a mess, little girl? That's my puppy. That's a puppy dog. She was making noise.
I ran into her accidentally.
Oh, okay, that's why.
How
long have we been on?
An hour?
Okay.
54 minutes.
Okay.
Close enough to an hour.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
You saw your spirit feathers kitty just fell off and landed on her.
Oh dear.
I guess it's puppy time or pet time.
Apparently. That's great.
Doreen says here that Granny and Granny is the dragonfly. Heart, lovely message. Thank you.
Okay. That's awesome.
Brenda says, hi, ladies. Silver Bangle says, hello, will Rav contact me and ask me out, or should I reach out to him?
Just be modern. Reach out. What do you think, Spirit?
For some reason, he feels like shy or not, like he doesn't know what to do with himself, kind of. Not sure how to approach the situation.
Amazing. Many men don't know that a woman likes them until that woman says, hey, I like you. So yeah, you might want to nudge him a lot. The proverbial drop the handkerchief.
I like that.
I tell them they'll just buy a coffee, take it over and have coffee with them.
Brenda asks, any messages from my spirit guides, and thank you.
Brenda.
The lady, I can never say her last name.
Oh, KK. Yeah, I know who you are. Yeah. So instantly when I knew who you were, I got, you're almost free. It's almost time for things to shift and change for you. And it will be a piece of cake this time. It won't be tough and hard and you back and forth and frustrating. This time things will move much easier and smoother because now you're getting to the time when it's close for you to shift and change. Good luck on that. Somebody new is coming into your life, and this time this person seems to be a lot more balanced. So good luck. Do you get anything?
I got exactly what you got, but in a different way. I saw a cage of white doves and the door being opened and them flying.
Yeah, perfect.
So
yeah, great. Because it's been like 2 years she's been in a situation, and it's hard being in that situation. Okay.
Butterfly D says, thank you.
Welcome.
Maria Herrera asks, hello, a message from my guides. Thank you.
The first thing that I got was you're doing pretty good. Things are moving for you in a nice way. Keep it up. Allow yourself to remain open, and as you remain open, things will move better for you. They will move with more ease and grace. You?
That's interesting because I saw a porcupine. So porcupine, when you think of a porcupine, they puff up and they kind of like shield themselves with. So that kind of fits. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not try to just remain open and not spiky.
Yeah. Porcupine tastes good.
But you've eaten porcupine? Oh dear.
Canadian, eh? Okay.
Silver Bangles with a $4.99 super chat asks, will SF be able to do healing on my ears?
Yes. That's all I got. When you get simple questions like that, I get yes or no. Do you get anything, Spirit?
I got yes, but I that she should also kind of look into combining with modern medicine as well. She can, because I think it's an energetic thing, but also a physical.
Yeah, I agree with that. I always mix both. I mix modern herbs and energy, spiritual energy to work on something. That's why I still have an earache.
Yeah, those are not fun.
Yeah.
Maria says, hello, ladies.
Hey, Maria. Is that Greek Maria?
Yeah.
Hi, Greek Maria.
Tay says, hello, everyone. My family and I have found a house on 902 W West Taylor Avenue.
I thought that was so appropriate.
And we put an offer on it. I wanted to know, is it the right house?
It feels like it. From when we talked to your mom, it just feels happy.
I feel like the Taylor was a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
Greek Maria asks, any messages from spirit guides for me? Thank you.
Don't be afraid to fly.
Can't get more cryptic than that.
No, that was a joke. So basically, what I got for you for this week is let down your hair, leave your troubles at home, let your sister nag you to death, and have fun and just enjoy being with your family as much as possible. And when you come back, everything is going to be there waiting for you, including why, though I feel that he may be a smidge closer then when you come home. And I'm going to say something I don't recommend. I don't usually say, don't message. Do you get anything?
I actually, it's funny with Maria, when I feel her energy lately, I keep seeing her like super successful and always like this like nurse hat kind of thing, like tying back her hair, and like this big rapport with like the people she works with. So I think your guys are just giving like a double thumbs up, like you're doing great, and eventually you're gonna be like right where you want to be. And
Yes,
it feels really good.
I can't see her being anything but super successful, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And she comes from the heart. And Maria is one of our readers. She's our love guru. So you want a really good reading about romance? You go to Maria. Well, the rest of us are good too.
But there's a reason why we call her the love guru.
Yeah, there's a reason. We go to her, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on.
Okay, stop the whip.
Emily Aquine asks, hey, is the baby B or L's? They keep changing the dates up. I'm confused.
B, I got B. What do you get?
I got B.
Yeah.
Queen G asks, hi, will I meet anyone special this year?
You meet a lot of special people this year, just not the one you're looking for. But I do feel that you're going to have a good year, fun year. Enjoy it while you can, because once you get into a serious relationship, though it's really good, it is also very different. So have fun while the sun shines, so to speak. What do you get?
I got 3 people actually, and they're all, like you said, going to be different but beautiful in their own way, and you're going to learn a lot about yourself and serving a purpose. But 3 people, that's pretty cool.
Yep. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
No.
It's good to meet people. Just don't fall in love. Take your time to know that you love them. Puppy love, I mean, don't get a crush. Well, you can have the crush, just don't act on it. Okay, I'm going to shut up while the going's good.
Yes. Asks anything from angels regarding college. Thank you.
It's going to be easier this year than it has been for you in school. I think that because the COVID is, I think because COVID's just about over, things are shifting and back to a different norm, and more in-house than online. And I think you're going to find this works better to your advantage. I feel that you stress a lot about school. I also feel that you actually end up always doing pretty decently with school, and I don't see that changing. I don't see you not stressing either, unfortunately. I think that's part of your process to push yourself to study more, and it is the studying more that helps you a great deal. Okay, do you get anything different?
I just saw us study, like they said, study hard and do well. So they're a little bit poetic about it. And I got the feeling of being accepted for something. So I don't know if that was a past energy I was feeling, or maybe something in the future they're going to want to be looking to get accepted into something else, but it feels positive.
You know, that could have been the question all along, actually. I just got that she's going to school as part of her life.
Well, sometimes they give us like answers that they need to hear more. Yeah. Sometimes it just flows. I don't know.
Okay, Elle.
Krista Charlton says, well, I thought about our soup moment today and yesterday when I was 5. Thank you, Spirit and ladies. Thank you.
Oh, my heart.
Doreen says, messages from the far future. The title says May 21, 3021. We're a millennium away. I think you type up the title.
Did I? That sounds like me.
Camille Harrison says, thank you, both. Both answers are right, boy then girl. Asta Bardwa asks, hello, may I please have a message from Spirit Guides? Thank you both.
So the guides are into singing today. Yay. But basically, the songs are upbeat and happy, and they're allowing yourself to be upbeat and happy seems to be a theme today. So allow this to happen. Allow yourself to be in the best energy you possibly can be. And yes, of course, there are times when you're going to be down and feel a little bit cranky and out. That's all right. We're human. We are meant to feel everything. But your best experiences when you are getting tired, I guess. When you get to the place where it really matters, you get better answers, you get better life when you face it with a sense of joy. And this is very important. Being truly spiritual, there's always a sense of joy, even in the hardest times. It may be a low thrum, but it's the sense of being supported by the universe. So allow the joy to come in. Allow yourself to be supported by the universe. And that means allow. That doesn't mean direct. Okay. Do you get anything else?
I got something really strange, but very cool. Like I saw like this Amazon warrior kind of woman, and like I heard drumming noises and like staffs being almost like rhythmic, like music. And like she's stepping into a time where she's going to be stepping into her power more, and it just goes along with what you're saying, like a happier time. And it just felt really powerful. So I don't know if like a layer of yourself is being brought to you through this.
Well, that would be a good part of the theme of being joyful, right? Because wasn't it? Aren't you somebody is dealing with the in between energy today? I know that, And the in-between energy leaves you feeling negative and, oh God, I don't know, I feel like nothing ever is happening and I'm in limbo. But it's really good because you are stepping into a new layer of yourself. And I think this is something that's happening in general. Everybody is stepping into the layer. Not everybody is aware of it, except for people who are consciously on the spiritual energy.
Mhm.
And you can add on to that because I feel like I'm rambling.
No, I think that's perfect. I think it was great.
Yeah. After 45 minutes, I start to have to work harder.
Yeah, me too. My brain's just like, ah.
Yeah. And we've been on for, well, it's 12:12 here.
We've been on for a while.
Mm-hmm. How many do we have left?
A few.
Okay. Jen, you can go out if you want. So we don't smoke in the house. My daughter doesn't smoke in the house. So the only way to go is out behind me. So she sits there patiently waiting for us. And you can hear all the dogs. Okay, we're going outside.
Cafu Girl asks, hello ladies, I'm currently separated from someone I adore due to the external circumstances coming between us. Will we find a way back to each other? I feel his energy every moment.
I think he misses you, and it feels very unhappy with the missing. But the external agency, I feel, is still there, stopping what's happening. If you have patience, then it's meant, and I feel it may be meant to be, but unfortunately, I feel it's not soonish. And soonish could be today, tomorrow, or it could be 2 or 3 months. It depends on the energy of what soonish is. And the universe doesn't have a really good sense of time, unfortunately. Do you get anything there?
Exactly what you said, but I also feel like he's sort of like kicking himself now. Like he kind of, I don't know if he had part to do with it, but he's really regretting it, and he's almost like, well, while he was in it, during everything was happening, like he didn't really realize what was happening, but now that it's like you guys are apart, he's really regretting it.
Yeah, I get that too. I just think the external reasoning is not, it's kind of
Out of his control a little bit.
nasty. Yeah.
Next.
Yeah, good luck, by the way. If anybody deserves to have this work out, it would be you.
Shanu asks, hello ladies, advice from spirit regarding life right now. Thank you so much.
That doesn't sound good. When you do it generally like that, I would say that life is probably a little bit of a, and let's see. So your guides say it's a hiccup. Write it out. And they're showing me, I thought at first it was one of those boards where they ride the waves. But actually, when I looked at it closer, it was the one where they with rollerblades on it. Skateboard. And it's a short ride. Things are going to shift and change for you. You are part of what it is what we were talking about earlier, about people being in that in-between state, and you're moving into something new and better and brighter and shinier. Your guides recognize that what you're going through is very heartfelt, and they are there for you. What they're suggesting at this point is that you basically pamper yourself. If you've got a chance to go out in the evening and have a fire pit, go out and stare at the fire, cook a marshmallow, drink a glass of wine. But baby self, look after yourself. Smell the trees. For some reason or other, the trees are walking in the woods, smelling the smell of the trees is important. Do you get anything?
Exactly what you said. Just allow yourself to enjoy the in between. And I know how hard that is because I bug out when it's the in between. So I
Nobody.
know how hard that can be. But if you can just, no, it's just such an awful feeling. But like Elijah said, it's not going to be forever for you. So allow yourself to have a little bit of fun. And I got water and nature too. So
Water's always a good cleanser.
it is. Big
Yeah.
time.
Next.
Yeah.
Lily Dulo asks,
Hey,
"Hi
Lily.
girls, how are you today? Any message for me related to my new job? I'm trying to fix everything there. Can I put it in line? Something with the CEO's energy. Thank you."
Do you get anything, Spirit?
I couldn't hear something about a CEO. Sorry.
She's got a new job weeks, about a month ago, and the CEO is quite aware of her. The other workers seem to like her, and she's trying to shift the CEO's perspective of her. What do you get? Anything? What do you get? She's very good at what she does.
Yeah, it just feels like he's not entirely seeing her. So I don't know if there's someone. It feels possible. You just might have to shift your approach or like change things up a little bit how you do things. See if I can pull anything else. My energy is getting a little bit low now.
Mine is too, and that's.
Shall we wrap it up after this one?
Yeah, and I apologize, people, for.
I'm gonna pull a card for her though. Just
Okay, that might be easier.
Alright.
But this energy, we've been the two of us working, we pulled in a lot more energy than usual, and both of us are feeling kind of laggy, and it's very hard for us to pull in new information now. I'm having trouble pulling in new information.
So you got wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. And what this card means, its biggest message is sometimes things don't work out because there's a better route. So maybe there's some changes that are about to come, but it's for a better reason. Perhaps you will end up in a different department, different category where you can shine better, where you're not being sort of like clouded. But they don't want you to take it personally. It doesn't. It just feels like there needs to be a shift of some kind. What do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, she's. I know Lily for quite a few years, actually, about 5 or 6 years, and she's a really stellar human being. And if there's a problem, is the CEO's, not hers.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, it doesn't really. It just feels like they're not seeing, but that's from their perspective. Yeah.
So after a while, though, because I know somebody very well, my hopes get in the way.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't always. I try very hard, but not always do I see clearly.
It might just be that she needs a change of some kind.
Yeah, it might be that maybe it might be that there's like you said, there's a different job coming along that is actually better for her.
Yeah.
And getting a job from a job is always easier.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Okay.
We good? We want to stop? We want to keep going? What's up?
I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm just exhausted. I don't know why, but my brain. I usually can go for at least an hour and a half, but we're now at 12:20, and I'm done.
There was a lot of energy last night, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of shifting and changing energy, and I apologize deeply. I just can't do anymore.
Okay. Yeah.
Is there any that are very, that
Life or death.
not life or death, but deep, like somebody's lost somebody that's important, or
Not that I can figure out quickly, but no, not really.
So we'll be back. I won't be back on Friday next week, but I will be back on Saturday or Sunday, depending on what's energy's just, I have an appointment that happens to be in another city. Otherwise I'd be on for next Friday. So Goddess Goosebumps,
I'm having health issues and feeling negative energies around me. Any insights?
I can't do I can't pull anything for that, but I can do a clearing with you. It's all right with you, and that will get rid of your negative energies. The health issue might clear itself up after that. Is that okay? Anything else?
Sometimes metaphysical turns into the physical.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to. That when you pull the negative energies off the pot, the rest will come out.
Yeah, that's what it feels
like. Jay Lynn asks, will I get the job?
Yes.
I got yes too.
Okay, good.
Kafu Girl says, you made my heart sing. Thank you so much.
That's good. That's what I like to do. That's it?
Well, that's not it. We have other questions.
And I'm really sorry about that.
They're questions that can wait for our next interactive, either here on Facebook or Facebook. It's been a day, guys.
Yeah.
Either here on YouTube or on Facebook. Links are in the description. We also need to add in the link for TikTok. My mom is hip, y'all.
So my daughter comes up and says, Mom, you're more hip than your daughters. And I look at her and said, my daughters are old.
Well, you're the only one in this family that does TikTok.
That's true. And they're very spiritual so far.
I think that's actually pretty awesome.
Those who follow TikTok, at Wisdom Seekers on TikTok.
Yeah. And I'm really good at it. I was just blathering on and it stopped on me. I go, what happened? Oh yeah, it's only a minute.
We are sorry we couldn't get to everybody, but like it's been said, a lot of energy. There were a few tough questions that, that also takes up quite a bit of energy to figure out, plus being nice about them. So join us, keep all the things notified for next time we're live.
Yeah. Jenny,
I do words good.
Jenny Jones, you're right. Romantic, instantaneous love doesn't, I don't believe in it either. I never have. There is love that comes from having met somebody from other lifetimes and you just have an instant attraction. But love does grow, it does build, and you'll find that love that grows over time is a better, stronger love because you build in friendship.
It's a better foundation.
Yeah. And having a fling, romance, that's okay. Especially if, well, I'm a little older than you, but especially at 50, it can be, there should be no guilt. It should be, wow, this is fun. It's nice to have the physical contact. It's nice to be cared for a little bit. And then both of you walk away. But doesn't mean that you can't, that love cannot grow within your life, okay? Just stay open to it. And if you can, Allow yourself to love you. And I know that's a broken record with me. It makes a huge difference. I do see you with somebody who's maybe not romantically wow, but who's constant and caring and there. And maybe that person can fix your toilet or build a planter or something like that. That would be, in my view, that would be very, very awesome. All right. With that, we're going to say thank you very much, Spirit. You've awesome as always. And I truly love working with you. And
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to go namaste, namasko, and thank you, Kitty, for entertaining us.
Yes, that was one of us. She says goodbye.
Bye.